welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making delicious candied pecans. We have got 1 cup of this Cup of Monkfruit sweetener, the golden kind. You can really use any kind, but I like the golden. We also have a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of salt. We are going to be adding 1 capful of this vanilla, this entire stick of butter, and 2 cups of these pecan halves. Let's get it on the stove. So we have got our non-stick skillet going over medium heat. We are just going to add in this butter, the whole stick, to the pan. We want this to begin melting down. We are also going to add our sugar mixture, our sugar, cinnamon, and salt right on in. And then we're adding just a capful of this vanilla. You don't want too much because it will taste funky. So that is going to get melted down. As you can see, the butter has already started to melt. This is going to make a caramel. It's going to take probably 4 to 5 minutes for everything to melt. You want to stay on top of this. You don't want to walk away because this butter might burn, the sugar might burn. You kind of always want to keep it moving if you can. So we are going to get this cooked and we will be right back. All right, we have got, our butter is almost melted. The sugar is melting into it and it is turning into this beautiful, beautiful caramel sauce. This part took about 3 minutes, so we are just gonna keep cooking. And like I said, keep stirring because you do not want this to burn. As this heats through and cooks down, this sugar is going to dissolve and you are going to be left with a nice caramel sauce. It takes a little bit, but it is definitely going to be worth it. Now that all of the sugar is dissolved in there and it's starting to turn this nice golden brown color, we are just going to turn the heat up a little bit. We want it to bubble, not a boil, just a little bit of bubble, just to help it along. And as soon as it does that, we are going to turn the heat off and stir in our pecans. This just makes a really nice holiday treat, whether you're keto or not. If you are keto, use some monk fruit sweetener. I've also done this with Swerve. I've done it with allulose. Would not recommend doing it with allulose. But if you're not keto, use regular brown sugar. Use cane sugar. I mean, it's so good. But I recommend this golden monk fruit. It is delicious. So as you can see, the edges here are just starting to bubble. We want it a little bit more bubbly than that. So we are gonna keep going here just for another minute or two. And this will foam. Do not walk away from this. So I think actually now we are, yep, right now I think we're at a good point. See these bubbles here in the middle? We are gonna turn this off and take it off of the heat. All right, we have just got this on another side of our stove. See how it's nice and thick and rich and frothy. We are gonna pour in these pecans. Do it gently because this liquid is molten hot and you do not want to burn yourself. That would be so sad because this sugar, if it touches your skin, it's gonna hurt and you're not gonna be able to get it off. So you're just gonna kind of have to run to the sink and rinse your hand with cool, cool, cool water because this stuff will burn you. Be careful. So we are going to gently stir in these pecans. Oh wow, and you want to make sure that they are all coated. You're going to have a little bit of this extra syrup left, and that is okay. You can heat it up for pancakes, you can heat it up and do some more nuts later. But if you do save some of this syrup for the nuts, it is going to crystallize. Just make sure that when you're heating it, you heat it gently. You don't want to heat it up too quick because you will have a hot mess. And it's going to taste terrible. Your sugar is going to burn and it's going to be gross. So it looks like these are pretty much coated here in our sauce. So let's move this over to our lined baking tray. Underneath us here we have got our lined baking tray, and then here we have got all of these delicious candied pecans. So what we are gonna do, easy peasy, we're just gonna scoop them out. See how easy this is? Look at all that syrup. If you have got some of those keto pancakes or a chaffle, oh my gosh, this would be great on one of those chaffles. I mean, there is plenty left over. Strain it out a little bit. Not a whole lot to do something with, but definitely you can do something with it. Don't let it go to waste. It is delicious. We are just gonna spread these out on our tray. We're gonna try to do one layer. Once again, do not touch these with your hands. They are hot. Hot, 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 hot. So just spread them out. And as these cool off, you could kind of break them up. Or you could do a thicker layer, like with a peanut brittle. You could make like a peanut brittle with this. But the good part about this is low carb and delicious. Oh man, and that salt and cinnamon in there together with these, oh, it's gonna be heaven once these are cooled off. I like to let these sit out on the counter just a few minutes because I don't like to put boiling hot stuff in my fridge. So we are gonna let this sit here and then pop it in the fridge for an hour and a half, and then it should be set enough, but if it's not, leave it in there a little bit longer. We are back with these delicious candied pecans. I went ahead, took them out of the refrigerator and put them into this bag. Look how good they look, and they smell even better. If you want more recipes like this, quick and easy, make sure you subscribe to our channel and check out one of the videos.